Praise the Lord, everybody, and good morning. Welcome to day number 1 of our 40-day temple cleanse consecration. I am incredibly excited, and I wanted to come to you this AM just before I go and work out. My wife actually is working out in the garage right now. But I wanted to come to you, one, to give you some encouragement, but also to talk to you today about your first journal entry. Now, I want to, before we get into that, make sure that you know how to get involved with all things Temple Cleanse consecration. One, make sure that you have gone to templecleanse.org and officially registered. It is free, but it's going to get you access to all the different documentation and things that you're needing, and to make sure you stay in the know. Also, go to our brand new YouTube page that you can click on by watching this. If you're watching this on Facebook, or if you're on the website, make sure you go over to our YouTube page and subscribe and follow. It's brand new, and it's going to keep you up to date on all the devotionals, all the classes, everything, including the meditations that will be posted, and the content is going to expand and grow throughout the Temple Cleanse. Now, let's talk about devotion. You need to make sure you're doing your devotionals and the prayers that are also available on the website, but you have to register in order to see them and gain access to them. Now for your journal entry number 1. You're going to notice that I have 2 journals with me. One is the journal that everyone within the cohort, the 30-person cohort, has received, and you need to be filling this out, and also your private journal. Now, we're going to do things in a way that they coincide. We want to start today, after you've prayed, after you've meditated, after you've done your devotions and all of that. I want you to make sure, if you have not done so, that you weigh yourself. I know that it's not exciting necessarily to step on the scale, but we must see where we are and confront the reality that is, in order to see the testimony that God's going to build throughout the Temple Cleanse consecration. I want you to write down that weight in your journal, your starting weight. I want you in your journal to keep track of your exercises. But before all of that, I want you to write down your why. If you missed Bible study last week when I explained this, I want you to write down, what is it that you are looking for God to do? What is your hope in this season? Spiritually, what is your hope? How do you want to grow spiritually in your relationship with God, in the presence of God? We want to start there. 2, how do you want to grow mentally? And 3, how do you want to grow in your physical body and temple? What are those goals? And 4, what is your hope? What are your goals as it relates to what's going on in your family and in society? What are you centering and praying about that you're believing God to do? So I want you to write those things down. This is your why. This is your hope. This is exactly what you are being driven to do through the consecration and believing God for. So write that down in your journal. All right? In your journal, if you want to take it to the next level, keep track of what you're eating for breakfast, what you're eating for lunch, and what you're eating for dinner, and all your snackage that you may be eating in between. Also keep track of the amount of water that you are consuming. And for those who have blood pressure monitors, I want to encourage you to check your blood pressure. Write that down also in your journal. So a quick recap of what's going on in your journal today. 1, you're going to start with, what is your why? What are your hopes? What is your hope during this season, during this temple cleanse? Sit down, really flesh that out, what's going on within your own mind and spirit. 2, you're going to write down your weight. You're going to write down your weight. Step on that scale and check that weight. 3, if you're able, you can use a blood pressure monitor and check your blood pressure and see what your numbers are there, and make sure you write them down as well. And then you're going to keep track of your food, what's going on, what you're eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you can freely write anything else that you want to express in your journal. It is, of course, not limited to what I have talked about today, but those are the things from right now I want to encourage you to focus on. There will be many other prompts as we go through the temple cleanse, but this is where we're starting from. I want to thank you for participating. To all of our we have so many new people who have joined our Facebook group. If you haven't, feel free to search for us and join our Facebook group. I want to welcome you. This will be challenging, but it will be amazing. Hang in there. Believe God for the impossible, and we will see him do marvelous things over the next 40 days. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.